oral tradition carries history, law, and moral teaching from one generation to the next.
A typical crewman is brave, is intelligent, is strong, and the typical crewman is a leader.
Culture does not disappear all at once. It fades quietly. When language is no longer spoken at home, when stories are no longer told at night, when rituals become performances instead of practices, if identity is carried in memory, what happens when memory is no longer carried? And if traditions are not protected, who will remember what it truly means to be Klao?
I'm a Klao. I'm a Klao. I'm a Klao. I'm a Klao. I'm a Klao.
The Kwa people speak many different languages. These languages belong to a larger linguistic family, often referred to as the Kwa-speaking group of West Africa. Within this broad cultural and linguistic network are several distinct communities, including Klao, Grebo, Kran, Bassa, and others. Their language, part of one of the oldest branches of the Niger-Congo family, had long taken shape in the land of rivers, mangroves, and pounding Atlantic waves. Yet, like many indigenous languages, Klao faces pressure. Urbanization, migration, and the dominance of English in schools and public life have reduced everyday use among younger generations. And this raises a quiet but urgent question. If a people are known by their language, what happens when the language is no longer spoken fluently by their children? When Klao words fall silent, does history fall silent with them?
So the Klao language is something that is a language that is a bit broad. It contains so many dialects within one language. In Sano alone, we have what we call the 48 sessions of the Klao language. In Sano County alone, in Grand Klao, more than 10 sessions. In Rivers, I think they have about 2 sessions. So if you put all these sessions together, we talk about close to what, 50 or 40 something sessions. I mean, 50 plus sessions. So, but as I said, these sessions have different way of calling things. But again, that we all understand that the way, if we say, for example, good morning, there why. Good morning, there why. Then the good morning office or other group will say, that union, good morning. So a typical Klao person will understand both their why and their union, GY, welcome, that why, hello. So in the other sessions, they will say it differently. But again, if you a typical Klao person, you will understand that. So like I'm from the Buto Klao, and like we are in the middle, so I understand almost all of the different sessions, and I speak more than 4 or 5. The Beta Klao, the Jirao Klao, the Sekro Klao, the Niva Klao, the Wete Klao, the Sete Klao, all of that, different, the Wow, so different sessions. Then we come to us, the Buto, and then the other group they call the Twine, which we say, so other will say the Bush Klao, or the Sapo crew, all of that. So it's a large mode of the language. So that's why we said we need to come together to write this language, because research told us that in the late 18th century, early 19th century, the Kru language was spoken in Africa. It was a language spoken in Africa called the Krus. And so we can go back to that research and find out what was spoken directly, and then we can write that. C'est better to it. C'est better to it. It means that this could be very heavy for you. So once you are not able, it's better you leave it and to drag it, to continue to pretend that you can make it. Yeah.
Our language is very much important. It got nothing to do with civilization. It got nothing to do with education. It's where you came from before you went to school. So we need to prioritize it. But the language is going. The Kru is going. It's painful.
The possible way to help the Kru language not to die, so that we can promote it, mostly for our children to follow that, is for us to write the language. If we have a language written that can be read to our children, even though we need to speak it to them, but again, it's difficult for now because of modernization. Everyone is falling into modernization, and we tell the children, this is old thing, we don't hear for that. Even if we speak the data to them at home, sometimes they don't take it seriously because they have not seen it or they are not read any book. So I think the most sustainable way is to have that language written, the Kru language written, that the children can read it and we teach it in school as well.